Good morning, guys. My name is Akbar. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the who is a Scrum Master and what is the role of a Scrum Master in the Agile methodology. How this guy plays an important role to drive the work, to drive the progress, to deal with technical teams. Okay, so let's understand who is a Scrum Master and what is his role and responsibility, why this role is having such a huge demand in the market. Okay, so let's talk about the definition or something. Who is a Scrum Master? Okay, let's understand who is a Scrum Master. A Scrum Master is a facilitator, coach, and process guardian of Scrum team. He ensures the team follows agile methodology, agile principles, removes obstacles, improves productivity, enable smooth delivery. So his agenda is whenever any task has been assigned to any of the developer, any task has been assigned for creation of a pipeline to the DevOps guy, and he will make sure on a day-to-day basis what is the progress, where are we, did you stuck with anywhere, do you able to complete this task in this particular sprint, yes or no? If no, then why? What is the dependencies? He'll be tracking on you with the respective technical teams. Either he is a developer or he is a DevOps guy or he is a DV guy or he is any team. Okay, his job is basically to track the progress. In Azure DevOps, you can see a repos section. There is something called to-do list, and then to do, doing, and done. Every day, his job to make sure his team members is making some or other progress and whatever the task that has been assigned to them, and they are updating the task on a day-to-day basis. It should not be the same status as previous day. Let me repeat my statement. It should not be the same status as the previous day. And if he is not able to deliver today, why? What is the reason? If there is any dependency, why he didn't come up in advance? Is that guy really capable of writing a code for that application? Is he really having a prior experience in terms of writing a code? Is he really need some help? So whatever it is, the call has to make in advance. Business analyst, solution architect, everyone main agenda is to make sure to drive the team. Business analyst role is little bit different. He'll talk to stakeholders, he'll talk to the technical team and converts the business requirement into the technical requirement. But this guy, Scrum Master, he will come across to the technical teams on a daily basis to track the progress, which is really important. Okay. So let me highlight this. It enables a smooth delivery. How come it enables the smooth delivery? By following the agile principle. What are those agile principle? To make sure there is no blockages, which means remove obstacles. There's no blockages, number one. And then improves productivity. If the if the flow is smooth, automatically the productivity will have a positive impact. Okay, the Scrum Master is not a manager. This is really important, guys. Scrum Master is not a manager. Scrum Master is a person who track your activities. He is not responsible like a delivery manager or your other managers. He is not a manager, not a boss, not a tech lead. He is a servant leader who helps the team work efficiently. This word servant leader, he will talk to developer on the ground. What is happening? Do you need any help? Where is the blockage? What is the progress? how much time you need. He is not going to decide any timeline for you. It's you have to decide the timeline when you decide the work assigned to you, when you are discussing with the business analyst, not with the scrum master. Scrum Master is a person who used to drive the sprint across the sprint on a day-to-day basis. Where are we? Where are we? What is the status? What is the blockage? If there is any blockage. That's how it is. So this statement is really important. He is not a manager. He is not a boss. He's not a manager. He's not a boss, and he is not a tech lead. He is a servant leader who helps the team work efficiency. Okay. So I hope I'm clear. He will interact with the technical teams on a day-to-day basis to track the progress, to check on the ground reality, check the issues, whereas business analyst role is different. He'll assign the work, he'll convert the business requirement into a technical requirements and just be there for any approvals required and all. But on the ground, someone who is working with the team, someone who is seeing the real challenges on the ground, someone who is working with the team on the ground, that guy is a scrum master. So this role is really important. Let me repeat once again. He is not a manager, he is not a boss, he is not a tech leader, he is a servant leader. When I say servant leader, you should not feel fear to talk when you're talking to him. But unfortunately, if you're not giving the real picture, if you're really stuck and you're saying you're working, then you're in really big trouble. Not for Scrum Master, about yourself itself. Okay? Is it clear? So let's understand roles and responsibilities of Scrum Master. So let's have some quick walkthrough. Scrum Master conducts sprint planning. Okay, that sounds good. Helps define the sprint goal, ensure team commits a realistic scope. This is really important, guys. Realistic scope. I can build 5 pipelines because pipelines are already there. No, that's not a realistic expectation. Come up with a plan. CI, take your time, no hurries. Continuous integration, get the code from the developers, make it automation. If it is Azure DevOps, you have to trigger it. If it is a Jenkins, you have to make sure the webhooks is enabled so that any changes in the code trigger will get pipeline. Pipeline will get trigger automatically. This is a stage one. And if it is Java code, Maven, if it is a .NET code, MS build, if it is a Python, PyInstaller, stage by stage, getting the code from the Git, checking the code quality by using a sonar, and then building the code and managing the code into the artifacts, and then taking that input into the release pipeline. This in the release pipeline, what you're actually doing is you're running the test cases. If your test cases are 100%, then your business analyst will approve and then it will go to the deployment. The deployment can happen in anywhere. It's a Kubernetes, ECR, Pivotal Cloud Foundry, PCF, anywhere. Okay. So this sprint planning, how much time you need to do the task. Either he is a developer, either he is a DevOps guy to build a pipeline, to write a code, whatever it is. So daily Scrum. This is the really, really game changing. You have to interact with a Scrum Master on a day-to-day basis. You got the point? On a daily stand-up. Ensure updates on what was done yesterday. What was happened yesterday and what you have done yesterday, what will be done today, what is the blockers. So his job is basically all these things. What was done yesterday? What is your plan to do if there is any blockage? You have to speak up. If you have not spoken up, even though if you're a developer or a senior guy or whatever it is, but if there is no update in the particular assigned task to you and you're not talking about the blockages, then you're in big trouble. Now, Next is sprint review. What do you mean by sprint review? Facilitators demo with stakeholders. So the people who are sitting on next level, like who the business analyst talks to, this guy, sprint review. So the way like how the business analyst talk to stakeholders, he'll also speak to stakeholders. Okay. Now, sprint retrospective collects feedback, improvement actions. Okay. Collects feedback and retrospective, sorry, improvement actions. For a sprint retrospective, he collects the feedback and improvement on actions. So it means to say he'll talk to stakeholders and after delivering a sprint or a two or a three, how the things going on top. Next he'll talk to business analysts, how the things are going on, all those things. Okay. That's the meaning of this. Next, remove roadblocks. Scrum Master ensure nothing blocks a team. What are those blockages? The blockages can be access issue. The person who is expected to perform, he need to have a minimum access, correct? Without an access, how can the guy can perform? Environmental problems. You're talking about development, production, QA, UAT, whatever it is. Infrastructure dependencies, like your containers, like your VM, VNet, subnet, either it in a proper network, your infrastructure is designed properly or not, delay in approvals. It should not delay in approvals. Approvals is something which is expected to happen very quickly. Very often has been noticed many times that even though you send an email, people will not notice. If you know this, then please ping them on a Teams or whatever the messaging chat engine you use. Ping them immediately. Hey, hi, I need your approval. This is regarding this particular sprint and this particular ticket. This is a blockage. We are waiting. I've already sent an email to you. Can you please look forward? Cross team coordination, QA, DevOps, DBA, security guys. This is really important. Imagine if the Unix team is doing a patching, okay, and the middleware team, what they have to do? They have to stop and start their applications. If even though you do it automatically, but still there is some gap, in that case, it will be a problem. If application team knows the middleware team is working on something, then they need to make sure a restart from their end in terms of a certificate renewal or something like that. So he, when I say he, it's a Scrum Master, act as a bridge between the team and stakeholders. The Scrum Master communicates with the product owner, developers, QA team, DevOps, middleware, security teams, all these guys. If the day-to-day activities, if the assigned task goes smooth, then only the deliverables will happen. If you look at a broader picture, stakeholders will come to business analyst will convert the business requirements into the technical requirements, and then the scrum master will make sure the team is going in the right direction. They are not getting deviated from the task, and they'll make sure they deliver it. How about their access issue, networking issue, infra issue, all the challenges. Tracking and reporting team in progress. Okay, this is the really truly important. It can be a Jira, Azure Boards, Rally, ServiceNow, ClickUp, Trello. So these are the tools used by a Scrum Master to track the assigned tickets to them. Okay, now he tracks sprint burn down, velocity, story completion status. How he accomplish? For example, the task has been given to you for 2 weeks. He's not gonna wait for 2 weeks to know the status. Every day he's interacting with you. Every day he's chasing you for the status. And every day you are updating the ticket either in Jira, Azure, ServiceNow, mostly these three. He will know either you are 20%, 30%, 40%, below 50%. The good sign is above 80% is a good sign. Sprint burn down, which means you've already achieved 80% task, something like that. Blockers, team capacity, coaching the team, agile principles, story estimation, collaboration, self-management. Next, protects the team from unnecessary interface, unplanned task. See, this is what the team get distracts. Unplanned task, stakeholders pressures, frequent priority changes. See, when you assign a task to the team, let the team completely focus on that. Don't interrupt with emergency changes, emergency deployments. Application team is looking for this, application team is looking for that. If you come up with some additional changes, obviously your delivery will affect. Okay. Ensures quality and definitions done. Ensure quality and definition of done. What is the meaning of done? Code review is done, unit test cases, QA tested, documented to be completed, CI/CD pipeline passed. For example, if the task has been given for you to build a pipeline, so is a pipeline building, is a pipeline checking the code quality, is a pipeline triggering automatically, is a pipeline managing artifacts, and the test case is giving 100% result, all these things. Now the testing team, QA testing the code review by using Sonar, all these things. Okay. So daily stand-up. This is a job of daily basis. So he identifies who is stuck, where the delay is happening, any cross team dependencies. So his regular questions to the team members are very, very similar. Hey DBA, where are we? Hey DevOps guy, where are we? Hey developer, where are we? Are we stuck anywhere? Do we have any delays? When can we expect this? Do you have any dependency? Do you have any blockages? Would you like to know about something about pipeline? If you're a developer, if you are a DevOps guy, do you know anything? Do you want to be interested to know anything about code? All those things. Okay. Developers regular follow-up for blockers. If the code issues will not come across for business analyst, it will not come across for DevOps guy. The person who is doing the job, who is the job? Developers. Testing delays, QA, database script, DBA, build and deployment issues, DevOps, integration problems, middleware. Okay. How Scrum Master cross variables the status or task using Jira board. How Scrum Master cross verify the status. Again, the same thing. Story status, sub status, remaining, all those things. Okay. Let me give a quick walkthrough here. Scrum Master roles and responsibilities through PPT. So, servant leader to the Scrum team, facilitate agile process, ensure team productivity, ensure act as a bridge, facilitates Scrum, remove impediments, task progress using Jira boards, Azure repos, Azure boards, ensure agile practice. Agile practice is nothing but a sprint planning. You have been expected to work on the task which has been assigned to you. What is the blockages? You have to speak up. What is the dependency? You have to speak up. You don't have an access. You have any issues with infra. You have to speak up. Protect the team from distractions. This is what really important. That's what we have discussed. Okay. I hope you understand the role of a Scrum Master. Basically, the job of a Scrum Master is to drive the team on a day-to-day basis for with all the technical team members with the respective assigned tools or either in Jira or Azure boards, whatever it is, to track them if it is a code issue, to track them if it is a pipeline stuck issue, to track them if it is a DB issue, if it is application issue, whatever it is. His job is on a daily basis to interact with all the team members. He is a powerful person. Why? Because he know each and every person of the project, of the respective applications, who is doing what, because he's interacting with a daily basis. He know very clear what questions needs to ask developer. He know very clear what questions need to ask to testing team. He know very clear what questions need to ask to DevOps guy, what questions need to ask to developers, testing team, DBAs, everyone. If any deployment fails, his questions are very common. Is this tested in your environment? First thing. Second thing, did you follow the 4A review process for the change? Why the backup has not been planned? If you know, if you are very confident, that's well and good, but always there should be a backup for a change. Backup plan has to be there. Why there is no backup plan? Backup plan. If there's no, if you guys don't have any backup plan, who has approved the change? That's again a mistake. Change has to undergo a 4A review process. Who is the implementer? Who is the reviewer? What is the backup plan? What is the impact? What is the dollar impact? Is this application really critical? Who has given an approval to perform the change? All these things matters. Okay. I hope this video has given you a clear picture about the Scrum Master, about his roles and responsibilities, action items. Guys, there's a huge demand for a Scrum Master. So if you like my discussion, if you like my information, please click on like and subscribe my channel. Appreciate your support. Thank you. Thanks for your time.